What's up, guys? Told you I was going to get a little post-game video out of yesterday. North Carolina gets the win 41-6 over the Richmond Spiders. Yeah, and honestly, I've seen a lot of improvement still, which is pretty good. But again, same thing. There are some little issues that's still going on with the offense. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. Despite being up 20-3 at halftime yesterday, offense really didn't really wake up until the second half. I saw a lot of good things from the defense, though. The defense has improved a lot, and there's nothing much I can say. Defense needs to keep on what they're doing and getting better every week. They really want it, and I can tell. And I know everyone's going, but they played Charlotte and Richmond, and Richmond was the home game, blah, 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 blah. I understand where you're coming from, but 0 touchdowns allowed in these last 2 games. Sorry, but if the defense that we saw against TCU would have allowed, I think, a touchdown or two, honestly, 2 or 3 touchdowns against Charlotte, they would have allowed, they definitely would have allowed a touchdown yesterday, without question. Honestly, it would have not been 41-6. It probably would have been 41-20. I'm telling you, defense has came out to play, and I like what I've seen from them. As for the offense, what I saw from yesterday was a second half offense. You know how in some teams they'll be like, "Oh, they're a second half team." That's not, you can't. I hate those types of teams, and nothing against them. It's just you have to play the entire game. I mean, going to Carolina basketball last year, we were a second half team, and what did that cause us to lose so many games, to barely get in the NCAA tournament, to have those close endings where if we would have played both halves, we would have won those games. We would have beaten Ole Miss, we would have beaten Florida, we would have beaten Duke. There are so many games that would have ended up having us get the win, and we just did not get that way. So, offense has got to wake up. Play calling is still an issue. We still run the ball a little too much. And I know we still don't get many passing plays available for Gio, but sometimes they do really work. And I feel like if we could let him pass the ball more in these games, I genuinely think that, I'm not joking, I honestly think he wouldn't be too bad, But at the same time, there are some plays where it's like, what are you doing, And our offensive line is doing everything they can, and they can't do much. And then it'll get to a point where they're going to call a holding, So there's times where it's like, okay, you got to let him throw the ball more, but there's also times where he's like, I mean this in the nicest way possible, he's just not good. And honestly, I'm more on the side of he's not that good. And I really want us to start Max Johnson. Next week is our last Next week is our last non-con game of the year. After that, ACC play starts, and that's when really it is time to get going. We got Central Florida next week on the road. Then we'll have our bye, and we are going to have a lot of time to get ready. I mean, same thing for the team we'll be playing against, start of conference play, but it'll be Clemson, And hey, I mean, they're struggling right now too, but that's a team that can easily beat us right there. And that's how we're starting off for conference play. And we got to be ready and prepared. And I really think starting Max Johnson, letting him get some plays in, can really help out. And then we get into the bye week, he has some time to prepare, we'll have practice, and we can get ready to go. So I really think we need to start Max Johnson, because I'm telling you, he didn't do too bad against TCU, even though he didn't have much playing time. So, I don't know, but offense still has some things to work. It has a lot of work to do. But overall, more improvement. Carolina gets the win 41-6 against the Richmond Spiders. Next up, will be Central Florida on the road next week at 3:30. That game will be on Fox. And we have got, that's our last non-con game. And after that, we'll have our bye week, and it's conference play, ACC play. So let's be prepared. It's not going to be easy. I know Central Florida's not that good. Do I think we can win that game? Yes. Do I think we should win that game? Yes. But we'll see what happens. We got to win that game. We got to make a big statement. It's not the easiest place to play in the world either, just saying. So, and I know they're having their struggles too. But we'll see what happens. We have improved to 2-1 now. Next week, and it will be Central Florida on the road. But the Heels get a win. I've seen some improvement, which is the good part. Yeah, and I will see you in the next video. Go Heels.